so good to be with you. And this is a week where we really need each other.
Yes, we do.
This has been a really tough week for people all across this country. And nowhere more so than right here in the state of Texas. We knew, maybe intellectually, logically, rationally, given the governor that we have, the majority that currently sits in the legislature, at some point, it was bound to happen, that the rights that every single woman in this state has been able to count on since 1973 are going to be taken away. But when we actually got the news Monday night, though we knew it was coming, all the same, it was incredibly hard for us to take. And we were frustrated, we were angry, and we were but what I have found, and what I have learned from you, and in San Antonio, is the best antidote to despair is action. And as my good friend Jay would say, it is now time for us to get after it, to be on the doors, to talk to those voters who will decide the outcome of this election. And if you think about it, and if you really feel it, we're pretty damn lucky to be alive right now and to be in this state. Nowhere, but nowhere in this country does it count for more than it does in Texas. As Greg was just saying, nowhere is democracy under attack like it is in this state. This governor has made it the to ballot or to register to vote. This is where I want to be, fighting for democracy. This is a state that has attempted to criminalize people because of their sexual orientation or their identity. This is a state whose governor has said to you, turn in the parents of transgender kids for child abuse, and we will take that child from that loving home as well as any other kid in the house, and we'll send them to a foster care system that is so damn fucked up right now in this state. Many of them sleep, and under the of them have lost their lives in the custody and the care of the state of Texas. This is where I want to be right now, fighting for those kids and for every person to rise to their full potential. And we don't it's big enough for all of us. And in a state where the governor says abortion beginning at the point of conception, with no exception for rape, with no exception for incest, is illegal. A state that is at the epicenter of a maternal mortality crisis, where more women are dying in Texas and more black women than any other women in this state, than anywhere else in the developed world. Because as we shut down these reproductive health care clinics, not only are we foreclosing the opportunity to a safe, legal abortion, but try getting a cervical cancer screening or any kind of help right now in the least insured state in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, ensure every woman makes her own decisions about her own body, her own health. Every single have fallen this opportunity to stand up and fight for their country at this defining moment of truth. The generations that preceded us, they had their own battles, but nothing at all like what we face right now. This one is on all of us. We would love it if the Department of Justice, if the Supreme Court, if the current administration that sits in the White House would somehow be able to come ride to the rescue of the people of Texas. But they will not. Do not hold your breath. This one is on us. It's on you. It's on me. It's on our neighbors, our friends, our family, the cavalry right now. We are the solution to the we're willing to do what it takes to sign up, to become a volunteer, to knock on doors, to reach out to those voters who will decide the outcome of this. Hear me out right now. In this voter-suppressed state, where Greg Abbott has targeted the young, the very old, those with disabilities, black and brown voters across the state of Texas, to the point that in 2020 there were 7 million of our fellow Texans who were eligible to vote but did not cast a ballot, not because they're lazy, not for any lack of love of this democracy, but because we've made it so damn hard for them to have their voice heard and their vote. Those 7 million are the doors that we knock on, that we reach out to, that we listen to, and in our own words, from our own heart, we tell important to us. We listen to them about what is so important to them, and we bring them into this democracy. And at the end of the day, on the night of November 8th, those people who were the targets of voter suppression and intimidation provide the margin of victory when we win this thing together. Are you all with me? That's what it's going to take. And that's who we are as the people of Texas. I am so honored and so grateful to be running this with you and for you and to win this together. Let's go out there, let's get after it, and let's win this thing. Thank you all very much. Let's go. Thank you. Bye-bye.